The face in the window. Sarah had always loved the quiet of her apartment. On the 14th floor, she felt untouchable, as if the world below couldn't reach her. The city noise faded into a low hum, and at night she often left her curtains open to let the moonlight spill across her bed. That night sleep came slowly. She tossed and turned, her phone glowing beside her. At some point she drifted off until a sound woke her. Tap, tap, tap. Her eyes fluttered open. For a moment she thought it was part of her dream. She rolled over and checked her alarm clock. The glowing red numbers read 3:14 a.m. The tapping came again, sharper this time. Her brow furrowed. It was coming from the window. But she lived on the 14th floor. There was no balcony, no ledge, no way for anything or anyone to be outside her window. Her pulse quickened. She grabbed her phone, switching on the flashlight, and directed the beam toward the glass. At first she saw nothing, just her own reflection staring back. Then as her eyes adjusted, she froze, a face pressed against the glass. Its skin looked wrong, too pale, stretched tight across sharp cheekbones. Its eyes were wide, unblinking, staring directly into hers. And its mouth was split into a grin so wide it seemed to tear the face in half. Her hand trembled and the phone slipped from her grip, clattering to the floor. The room went dark. Sarah's breath came in shallow gasps. She forced herself not to move, not to scream, hoping, praying that maybe it was a trick of the light. Maybe she was still dreaming. Then came the sound again. Tap, tap. The noise was no longer hesitant, it was deliberate. Mocking. Her shaking fingers scrambled for her phone on the floor, the light casting wild, jagged shadows as it flicked back on. She pointed it at the window. The face was gone. Silence filled the room. Relief trickled in, but it was fragile, shaky. She let out the breath she didn't realize she was holding and sat up, trying to convince herself that she'd imagined it. That's when she heard it, a whisper, faint, breathy behind her ear. "Let me in." Her blood turned to ice. She whipped around, shining the light across her bedroom. Empty, no one there. Just her dresser, her closet, the open door to the dark hallway. Her skin crawled, the whisper came again. Louder this time, from the closet. "Let me in." She aimed the flashlight, the beam trembling over the closet door. Slowly, the door creaked open wider, though she hadn't touched it. Her heart hammered against her ribs. She wanted to run, to scream, but her legs refused to move. The air in the room grew colder, heavier, as if something invisible was pressing down on her chest. And then, she saw it, reflected in the black screen of her TV across the room. Not in the window anymore, not in the closet, but standing directly behind her,